Let's get to meteorologist David Bagley now. With that first alert forecast, we were talking about this during the break. You said it's just south of Jamaica, but the impact on Jamaica could be devastating.
Exactly, and it's the rain that will be falling too. You get those torrential rains and with the mudslides, and that's where you really see a huge problem. A lot of people, focus on the winds. Those winds are packing 145 miles per hour. There's no doubt about it, but I think most of those winds should stay offshore. The center of the low pressure of the hurricane is just offshore, and it extends out 50 miles. That's the hurricane force wind, so anything over that hopefully will stay to the south of the island. But we're going to watch that. Just a little wobble, a jog really changes everything. So we're definitely keeping our thoughts with people in Jamaica right now. And then the Cayman Islands after that. And then after that, the storm will continue to make its westward trek towards Cancun. And then it will weaken as well as it does make its way there. So that's some good news. It has some shearing in the upper atmosphere that will kind of cut the storm in half a little bit, so to speak. And then once it makes it out to the Gulf of Mexico by this weekend, we'll start to keep our eyes on southern portions of Texas where you can see some torrential rains and perhaps even some hurricane conditions or tropical storm conditions by then. So we have a lot to talk about. We'll keep Beryl on our eyes as we go through the next several days as it makes its way through the Caribbean Sea and eventually into the Gulf. Right now over New England, though, we have high pressure. We got a beautiful stretch of weather. Well, we've had a beautiful stretch of weather. We're continuing it today. A few high, thin clouds, mid to high level clouds will be spilling into New England this afternoon. So we will be dimming out the sun at times, but other than that, looking fantastic out there. By the way, Boston, we were just up to 79 degrees with the westerly wind. That east-southeast wind kicked in over the last hour, dropped things back down to 74. Still pleasant out there. Dew points in the 50s, so we're not seeing any humidity or high levels of humidity, so that's some good news. And again, temps mostly in the lower 80s across the area, a little bit cooler down towards the Cape in the 70s, so if you're heading down there, it's just a fantastic stretch of weather and just a beautiful day. And you're starting to see some of those dew points creeping up. Providence over to the Vineyard and down towards Nantucket. And we'll continue to see those dew points creeping up later on today into the overnight, and then by tomorrow, Independence Day, it'll be just humid once again. So that's what we expect this time of year anyway. Temperatures today heading into the lower 80s. Boston, once that wind turns more out of the south, we're expecting that later on today, another bump up in temperatures, staying in the 70s down towards the south and lower to mid 80s once you get inland. And then tonight we're tracking a cold front, a weak cold front albeit, and that's going to be tracking through northern New England into southern New England by tomorrow morning. So if you wake up to a spot shower or sprinkle in the morning, it's really not going to be adding up too much. We're not expecting too much in the way of rain. But then by the afternoon, we'll have some daytime heating and a little bit of instability may kick off a few showers. Where they set up, we're not really sure right now. They're just going to be widely spread in nature. So just be aware of that if you have any plans tomorrow on Independence Day. I really don't think you need to cancel anything. It just kind of keep an eye to the sky. And then more showers move in tomorrow night. I think we get the festivities in at the Esplanade, and temperatures tomorrow will be in the 80s. And the weekend stays warm with temperatures in the 80s, pushing 90 by Saturday and Sunday, I should say. And we have some showers around on Saturday.